Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations. I'm so proud of you and so excited to get to work with you. I think it's really neat that you got the call from President Trump, and I believe you were in Newton, Mississippi.
Newton, Mississippi, in the Walmart parking lot. That's when the call came.
When you got the call on your way to the Auburn game.
Yes.
And I believe that went into 3 overtimes, if I remember correctly.
It did,
So-
and the Aggies once again ran out of time, which is our November sort of game plan these days.
Well, that was a super exciting day.
Thank you.
For sure, no doubt. And it was so nice to get to meet Mark out at the National Finals Rodeo. Thank you for accepting the invitation to come there. But I want to highlight 2 important things before diving into the questions. And that is the supplemental that was passed before Christmas. And I just want to thank Senator Bozeman. I want to thank Senator Collins on how incredibly important that was to get that into that bill, that $10 billion that will make a total difference in the survival of so many producers throughout the state. So thank you for that. That certainly didn't go unnoticed by the ag world. But I wanted to talk to you about catfish. Mississippi is the top producing state of catfish, our farm-raised catfish, and it's a huge contributor to our rural economy throughout the state. And our neighbors in Arkansas and Alabama, they're right there with us. But unfortunately, the foreign catfish issues, the imports, primarily Vietnam and China, that has really hurt the industry. But my greatest concern was now that it is being inspected by USDA, Food Safety and Inspection Service, and it's charged with inspecting all those imported catfish. And I've been very concerned about how that has been implemented. They are far more rigorous than the Food Drug Administration inspection, but the inspection hasn't been at the top of the priority list for the last administration. And that made a big, huge difference because there can be dangerous carcinogens in there, many elements that's harmful to human consumption that was getting by and not inspected. So if confirmed, will you work to ensure that FSIS tightens its imported catfish inspection responsibilities?
Yes, ma'am. I really look forward to all aspects of the United States Department of Agriculture, but have heard from several of you that the inspection part of it could be significantly improved, and my commitment is to do everything I can to do just that. We are close to announcing an undersecretary. I should say the president is close to announcing an undersecretary in that role, and I think everyone will be very pleased when that announcement is made, and look forward to hopefully his quick confirmation and letting us get to work, Senator.
Wonderful. I fought that for years as we're the top producing state there and as Ag Commissioner in Mississippi. And I also share your commitment, as you mentioned in your testimony, to addressing the H5N1 and the New World screwworm outbreaks as high consequences disease threatening animal agriculture. I've gotten several calls lately on that from producers that are very concerned about that. And I can remember the avian influenza threat getting the Mississippi flocks. Betty, now that kept me up at night. And I had plenty of foam, plenty of water on standby that if we had the outbreak, we were ready. But I was also involved in reopening beef exports markets after BSE, or the mad cow dissection. And those markets took over a decade to recover when we had countries that did not buy our beef because of that for 13 years until we got that under control. But while much attention is given to the problem of animal disease outbreaks, I want to focus on the key solution that's often overlooked, and that is the importance of USDA veterinarians. And those are so critical. And despite the hiring freeze, those professionals are essential in protecting animal and public health and ensuring food security because of these outbreaks. The vets are currently managing the H5N1 outbreak by testing meat and milk and helping producers with biosecurity practices. But unfortunately, USDA has struggled for years with inadequate veterinarian staffing. And with the animal and plant health inspection and with APHIS, a problem was made worse by a compensation system that the previous secretary described as just uncompetitive in a hearing in last Congress. But I tried to work with the previous administration to begin correcting these serious recruitment and retention problems there. But those efforts were pretty much ignored as well. But it's just extremely frustrating to know how critical it is to make sure we have the safest, cheapest food in the entire world, and it takes inspections to do that. But hopefully that will be better, and I'm going to ask for your commitment on that, as it just jeopardizes the American agriculture competitiveness by putting us at further risk for spreading disease. But the shortage affects public health and agricultural the situations we find ourselves in, because we just sit there and hope and pray that we don't get a call that there is an outbreak of anything. The USDA Office of Personnel Management must address these veterinary personnel challenges. So my question is, will you commit to working with me toward timely and meaningful solutions, of course, that would be in line with the President's agenda toward this personnel for these veterinarians that we need at USDA?
Senator, I so look forward to doing that. And yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard, but Texas A&M has a heck of a good veterinary school, so that I'm very familiar with. So I especially on this look forward to that with you. I do think that the recruiting piece of this and you and I working together, and I believe Senator Klobuchar may be a co-chair with you on the veterinary committee here in the Senate, but across the board ensuring that your leadership and my supporting you, if confirmed, continues to be a priority, and really look forward to that.
And one quick statement I want to get in to look forward to working with you on as well, once confirmed, is to address the USDA packers and stockyards rules concerning poultry. It's really caused some significant cost increase to our poultry growers, and it really doesn't have any quantifiable profits. So that's another thing that I would like to meet with you on, is packers and stockyards, the law that we all live by. Thank you so much, and I so look forward to supporting you.
Thank you, Senator, so much.